Welcome back to Game Crunch, everyone. Keeping up to date with the latest in the video game world. Now today, we've got a couple juicy stories we're going to have to go over. So recently in an interview, President of Nintendo, Shuntaro Furukawa, kind of gave his plan on how they plan to deal with scalpers with the Switch 2 launch. We'll get into his comments in just a second. And then if you remember, a couple weeks ago, I reported on there may be some disruption, maybe people leaving over at Platinum Games. Well, we're getting a little bit more of an update on what's happening over there at Platinum. We'll get into that in just a second. But of course, if you like to stay up to date with the latest in the video game world, consider giving Game Crunch a subscribe, really helps the channel grow. And if you find any of this information helpful, give the video a like. And without further ado, let's just get into today's topics. So first up, Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa has just recently given a statement to ensure fans that they are working on ways to deal with all the scalping problems that we experienced with the original Switch in 2017. Scalping was a huge problem when the original Switch released in 2017, and it became even worse during the pandemic when restocks were scarce. This time, Nintendo says it learned from its past experiences and will be preparing a much larger inventory at launch to meet demand. According to a recent report from Nikkei, Nintendo had originally planned for the Switch 2 to launch in late 2024. However, they delayed it to ensure that they had enough units at launch and a solid lineup of games to go with it. Market analysts predict strong sales for the new console as well. Research firm Circana estimates that over 4 million units will be sold in the US alone in 2025 if it launches in the first half of the year. Another firm, DFC Intelligence, predicts over 80 million sales by the end of 2028, far outpacing the original Switch's early sales numbers. Furukawa also confirmed that Nintendo will continue supporting the original Switch after the Switch 2 launches. With total Switch sales now at 150.86 million units, it remains one of the best-selling consoles of all time. But it still has to surpass the Nintendo DS at 154 million and the PS2 at 160 million to claim the spot. So what do you think about Nintendo's approach to preventing scalpers? Will they be able to keep up with demand? Let me know down below. I mean, this does sound like a pretty good strategy, just have a ton of stock, that way there's no point in scalping the thing because it's just on shelves and it's available on Amazon and available on Nintendo.com and wherever else, so you know, if people can get it at regular retail, you're not going to be able to scalp the thing. Makes sense. It also kind of corroborates a little bit with all the leaks we've been seeing kind of over the months because then, you know, because they've already had it basically made. This is why we're seeing so much more leaks than we saw with the original Switch. This is why basically the whole entire console has been out there because it's kind of just been done for a while. Now let's shift gears and talk about some major shakeups that have been happening at Platinum Games. Hideki Kamiya, the former vice president and co-founder of the studio, has revealed that at least 5 other high-profile game directors have also left Platinum in recent months. Hideki Kamiya, the former vice president and co-founder of the studio, has revealed that at least 5 other high-profile game directors have also left Platinum in recent months. Kamiya, who recently launched his own studio called Clovers, revealed this information in a bonus segment in one of his latest YouTube videos. He showed what's called a former Platinum Games director's drinking party featuring some big names in the industry. The list of departures includes Abibi Tanari, director of Bayonetta Origins, and I'm going to apologize now that I'll probably butcher some of these names, Yusuke Miyata, the director of Bayonetta 3, Takahisa Tora, director of Astral Chain, Kenji Saito, director of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and Masaki Yamanaka, character designer for Anarchy Reigns and Resident Evil. While Tanari had already confirmed his departure, this is the first confirmation that Tora, Saito, Miyato, and Yamanaka have also left Platinum. Kamiya stated, "Games are made by people. Wherever they go from here, they'll create things that only they can. Please look forward to their work." Where these developers will end up next is still unclear. Some may join Kamiya at Clovers, while others, like Tora, are rumored to be starting their own studios. Meanwhile, Platinum Games has remained relatively quiet about its future, though it did recently confirm that it's working on the new Ninja Gaiden game in collaboration with Koei Tecmo and Microsoft. Kamiya, on the other hand, seems determined to shape the future of game development in his own way. He recently stated that he left Platinum because he wanted to stick to his own philosophy of game design, and that vision didn't align with where the company was heading. Definitely seems like there's some shakeups going on over there at Platinum, but I am happy to hear that they're working on the new Ninja Gaiden. I don't think Platinum Games is going anywhere. I think there's just been a little bit of a shift in talent. Hopefully that doesn't affect the quality of the games, because Platinum is really known for putting out some really good games. So we'll have to see. This new Ninja Gaiden game seems really sick, so I'm really excited for it. I've actually never played, well, I played a Ninja Gaiden. I played like 1, 2, and 3 on the NES, but I never played like any of the 3D sort of ones. So maybe I should go get the Ninja Gaiden 2 remake and kind of check that out to see if maybe I'll like the new one. And let me know if you've checked out those games in the past. Let me know what you think down below. And that's all the news I've got for you today, so I want to thank you for tuning in to another day of Game Crunch. And let me know, of course, what your thoughts are down below. Are you going to get a Switch 2? Do you think this is a good measure by Nintendo to make sure that we don't have to deal with ridiculous scalping prices? Because from what it seems, the Switch 2 is going to be more expensive than the original Switch. I pretty much can guarantee that. Luckily, there's no tariffs on Japan, so we should be good there. And then, of course, let me know what you think's going on over there at Platinum. Do you think everything's going to kind of work out? And are you excited for Ninja Gaiden, the new one that they're making? And in case you missed yesterday's news, I'm going to put a video over here and another video you might like over here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.